Hey friends, welcome back to my channel Study with Ishant. And today I am back with another question of the toughest year. And this question was asked in IIT 2010. And this is one of the very good questions of definite integration, where the summation of functions, definite integral, and the graphs. These three concepts are mixed in this question. And this is one of the most toughest question of this year. Okay, and you can learn many things from this question, and this is one of the best questions of definite integration. Okay, so this question will test your concept application of functions, graphs, as well as the property of integration. Okay, so let us start. The question is saying for any real number x, let greatest integer of x is less than or equal to x, let f be a real valued function defined on the interval -10 to 10. Okay, you need to tell the value of this integral pi square by 10 minus 10 to 10 fx cos n pi x dx. Okay, and the function fx is x minus box of x if greatest integer of x is odd, 1 plus box of x minus x is greatest integer x is even. Okay, so first of all, this fx function, you need to just simplify this fx function first. Okay, first of all, see, the function is given like this: x minus greatest integer of x and 1 plus greatest integer of x minus x. X belongs to odd and x belongs to even. You know one property of the function that the fractional part of x, it is what? It can be written as x minus greatest integer of x. This is the concept where you write the fractional part of x as x minus box of x. Box of x or greatest integer of x is discontinuous on the intervals of integers. Okay, and fractional part can only be 0 or either one. Okay, this is the basic thing. You can convert this function into fractional part. Why? Because you can do this by graphical approach. See, x minus greatest integer of x is nothing but the fractional part of x. And how can you write this? See, you can take minus sign common here, so it becomes x minus greatest integer of x. This you can write as 1 minus greatest integer of x. This is the function and this is the function. Now, from where to where this x will belong? It is saying x is odd, means x will start from where? 1. Okay, x will start from 1, 1, here close bracket on 1 because x belong to odd. 1 to 2, union 3 to 4, open brackets on all, and union 5 to 6. As well as for the negative side, you can do like this: minus 1 to 0. Okay, union minus 2 to minus 3. Okay, and union minus 4 to minus 5, and so on. This is the interval for the fractional part. Now, for interval of 1 minus this, you need to do minus in every interval. You will get the interval of this. Okay, its interval will start from 0 because this saying that x belongs to what? The box of x belongs to even. So you can subtract 1 from every interval. So 0 comma 1, union 2 comma 3, union 4 comma 5, union minus 2 comma minus 1, union minus 3 comma minus 4, union minus 5 comma minus 6, and so on. This is the greatest integer interval for second one. Okay, now using this interval, why we have write the interval? Because we need to plot the graph of these two functions. Okay, so let us draw the graph. See, you can draw the graph of the fractional part of x very easily. How the fractional part of x graph is? It is like this only. See, if this is the axis, it is discontinuous at the interval. See, if it is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, it goes like this. Okay, so same way, using these intervals, you can draw the graph. So for the first one, you can draw like this. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and 6 as well because they've included 6, and it will go on till what? Infinity. So 1 to 2, so this is the graph for 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6. Okay, I am solving this question by the graphical approach because graphical approach is a quite easier approach. Okay, and for the negative side as well, you can write also like this. For the negative side, it is what? -1, -2, -3, minus 4, minus 5 as well as minus 6. Okay, it is what minus 1 to 0 means. This is the graph minus 1 to 0, minus 2 to minus 3. I'm sorry, I think it is minus 3 to minus 2 because the greatest one comes first. Minus 3 to minus 2, and this is minus 5 to minus 4. I'm sorry. Okay, this is like this. Minus 3 to minus 2. Okay, minus 3 to minus 2 because its graph goes like this. So it starts from the greatest function. So greatest function would come in the first term, and the smallest term will be on the second term. And minus 5 to minus 4 like this. This is the graph of greatest integer x for the first interval. Now you need to draw the graph of this function. How will you draw this? See, this is the beauty of this question. You have to apply the graphical transformation to go to this graph. How? I will show you. This graph is there. Okay. Now for this graph, first of all you need to draw the graph of greatest integer of x for this interval. We have drawn this graph for this interval. For this graph, you need to first draw the graph of greatest integer of x. It is what, like this: 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, and till minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and minus 6. Clear? 0 to 1. Now 0 to 1, this 2 to 3, this 4 to 5, this is the graph. And for the negative side, minus 2 to minus 1, minus 3 to minus 4. Oh, sorry, here also the same mistake. Minus 3, and here minus 6 and minus 5. Okay, minus 4 to minus 3, minus 6 to minus 4. This is the graph for this greatest integer of x. We need to draw for 1 minus x. So for minus of fractional part of x, what will you do? See, if a graph is there like this, assuming it is the graph of the greatest integer of x, assuming if you have to do minus sign, then you have to take the reflection of this image. This is the greatest integer of x, so this graph will be of minus of greatest integer fractional part of x. This will the graph. Okay, graphical transformation in the functions chapter we have learned about this. So you will take a mirror image of all this about their points. Okay, I am rubbing this interval because we have drawn the graph, so we will take this. Okay. Now this is the graph of what? Greatest integer of x, minus of greatest integer of x. How can you draw this? It is like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Okay, take the mirror image. So this will be like this: minus 2 to minus 3, minus 4 to minus 5. Okay, and for this, like this, and minus 4 to minus 3, minus 6 to minus 5, like this. Okay, now you have to draw the graph for 1 minus. You have to, what you have to do? Now you have to do the plus 1 here. So what will you do for plus 1? If you do plus 1, this graph will shift 1 unit upper. This graph will shift 1 unit upper, like this. See, now we are drawing the graph of 1 minus. We have done plus 1 in every interval. Okay, x, y. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and minus 6. Now do plus 1 in every interval, so this will go up and this will also go upper side. It will go upper side like this. Okay, about their axis only, 1 unit upper. So this will go like this, and this will also go like this, and this will also go like this, and minus 6. This is the graph of what? 1 minus greatest integer of x. Okay, for this also this is like this only. Okay, now this is like this also. Okay, so now we have done the graph of all the things. 1 minus greatest integer of x. This is the graph. Now what you have to do? What you have to do? You have to find the graph. So what will you do? You will add these two functions, because this is what it's saying. It is saying that integration from minus 10 to 10 fx. So for fx, you need to combine the graph. This is graph number 1 and this is graph number 2. You need to combine both the graph to get the function fx. So combining these two graphs, you will get the final fx graph. You will get the final fx graph. So what will the graph of fx look like? See, fx will look like this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Okay, this will look like this. This is like this. So this whole graph will be added. So it is like this. Okay, and now 1, 2, 3. So it will go like this and it will go like this. For this, it is like this. Okay, and for other function like this. This is the graph, final graph. Okay, and this is also like this. Because we have added, so this all will add. Okay, this all will add and they will create a triangular shape of graph. See, this function and this function. So this is here and this is here. So this will combine like this. Okay, this and other one will combine like this and other will combine like this. So this will be the graph of fx. You've got the graph of fx, your half question is solved. Now you have to find the integration. Okay, so this was the whole concept of the function which you have to use for find the graph of fx. Okay, now we are solving the integration here. See, solving the integration. See, minus 10 to 10. You can see that this graph is symmetrical about y-axis. If anything is symmetrical about y-axis, then it is clear that fx is an even function. Fx is an even function, and cos x is also an even function. So even into even is what? Even into even is even. So if it is even, then you can apply the definite integration property. It will look like this: pi square by 10 into 2, 0 to 10 fx cos pi x dx. You know the property now. If any integration is from minus a to a fx dx, then that function is 0 if fx is 0. Means fx is odd. And it is like 2 times 0 to a fx dx if fx is even. Okay, this is the concept which we have used. So this will look like this. And obviously the function would be even only because it can't be 0 as the function is symmetrical about y. So now this function simplifies as pi square by 5. And how will you integrate this function? 0 to 10 fx cos pi x dx. Now one more concept of integration is used here. Cos pi x is a periodic function. It is an periodic function. Means its value repeat after certain interval. So we know that in the period of cos x, it repeats its value at the specific interval of 2 pi. Cos x period is 2 pi. So what will be the period of cos pi x? We have learned this in function. If any function property is 2 pi, means if any function property is something and cos ax is there, so you have to divide that a. Okay, so what will the function period of this 2 pi by pi cancel, means the period of this cos pi x function is 2. Okay, this is the period of it. So cos pi x, it has a period of. Okay, now see. Another concept, multiple concepts are used here. In integration, you have learned if any periodic function you have to integrate and its period is assuming t and some integer n is multiplied in this fx dx. So it will be what? It will be n times 0 to t fx dx. This is the property. N belongs to integer. This is the property. We will applying same property here. Okay, you can write 10 as a multiple of 2. 2 into 5. 2 into 5. Okay, so see, pi square by 5 and this will get 2 into 5 fx cos pi x dx. Now what is the period here? 2. Okay, and what is the integer here? 5. So 5 will come forward. Okay, so it will be what? 5 into pi square by 5 and integration 0 to 2 fx cos pi x dx. Okay, 5 cancel and your final integration is pi square 0 to 2 fx cos pi x dx. Now you have to solve this. Okay, our integration has finally come to this point. So now we are solving this further. Now see. Now this graph will come in use. You have to solve this integral assuming I. It is what? Pi square. Now see, 0 to 2. You can see this function. Here fx is there. So in 0 to 2, the function breaks. So means you need to integrate it from 0 to 1. Fx cos pi x dx plus 1 to 2 fx cos pi x dx. This is the breaking, okay, because the function is discontinuous at 1. So now see, for 0 to 1, what is the value of fx? For 0 to 1, this is the value, and which graph it is? It is a graph of y is equal to 1 minus x. This is the graph of 1 minus x, y is equal to 1 minus x. For 1 to 2, this graph is there. This is the graph of x minus 1. Means for this, fx is what? Fx is 1 minus x, and for this, fx is what? X minus 1. That's it. Just solve the integration and get your answer. The use of graph was to find the function fx. So 0 to 1 interval, the graph is what? Of graph of a straight line 1 minus x with a slope of negative, and another one has slope of positive x minus 1. Okay, just solve the integration, you will get your answer. I is equals to pi square 0 to 1 1 minus x cos pi x dx and plus 1 to 2 x minus 1 cos pi x dx. Clear? Now what you have to do? You have to just integrate. You can apply the Leibniz method here. Okay. What does it say? See, first function has like this into the integration of second function. Okay. So you can just solve the integration like this, and you can use the Eilert rule as well. Okay. This like this into this integration is what? Sine pi x by pi. First one differentiation. So differentiation of the first one is what? Minus 1. So minus minus plus 1 into second one integration. Into whole dx integration. Okay. So this will be what? 1 minus x sine pi x by pi. And it will be what? Minus of, because sine x integration is minus cos x. So minus 1 by pi square cos pi x. Okay, this will be done from 0 to 1. Okay, second one, same, apply the Eilert rule. Assume this as first function and this as second function. How to do this? The differentiation of which function is easier, you have to assume that as 1, and the integration of which function is easier, you have to assume that 2. Okay, now you have to apply Eilert rule for the same. This like this, another was integration sine pi x by pi minus of integration first one differentiation into second one integration into whole dx integration. Okay, so x minus 1 sine pi x by pi and minus minus plus cos pi x by pi square from 1 to 2. Just you have to solve this integration, your answer would be here. Okay, now substituting the limits here. So what would be I left? Pi square. Substitute the limits. You have put 1. So this whole is 0. Okay, you have put 1. This whole is 0. And minus of, it will be 0. Minus of what? Cos pi is minus 1. It will be what? Cos pi is minus 1 by pi square. And second one, minus of, you have substituted limit as 0, so this whole will be 0, and this will be what? This is 0, and cos 0 1 and minus minus plus 1 by pi square. This will be for the first one, and for the second one you have to just add it. So substituting limit as 2, so this will be what? This will be 2 minus 1 1, sin 2 pi 0 plus cos 2 pi 1 minus, you have substituted limit as 1 0, and so it will be 0 and cos pi minus 1. So minus 1 by pi square. This is the final limit. Okay, so your I would be what? It would be pi square into minus plus 1, 1, 2, 3. So this will be added. So this will be what? 1 by pi square plus 1 by pi square plus 1 by pi square plus 1 by pi square. Okay, this will be added. So I would come as pi square into 4 by pi square. Pi square cancel. Integration value is 4. Means the final answer for this function is 4. This integration whole answer is 4. So you can see what a good question it was. It can ask me in further JEE Mains because this type of question has a very good approach, and this question will test your knowledge of multiple chapters. How many concepts we have used? We have the concept of definite integration, function, graphical transformation, periodic integration, everything. Okay, this was the question, and I will be back with more such interesting questions. So stay tuned with my channel and subscribe to my channel Study with Ishant, and I will see you guys in the next one. Good luck.